All right, this problem is going to help you work through number 3 on the final exam review CR number 35. All right, so hopefully you try this out together and now you can just check against what I've done. So it says the numerical expression 5/6 minus 2/3 times the quantity 6 minus 1/2 plus 3/4 is equal to. All right, if I have a numerical expression, what I do is I follow my order of operations. Parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication or division left to right, and then addition or subtraction left to right. So I'm going to start within this parentheses. 6 minus 1/2. 6 minus 1/2 is actually 5.5. All right, you have 6, you take away a half, you're still left with 5.5. And I keep everything else the same. Good. So I've come up with this single value within parentheses. I took care of that. Exponents. I have no exponents. Yay. Next step, multiplication or division left to right. Well, that's a subtraction. I don't handle that till a little bit later. There's a multiplication. So I have to do 2/3 times 5.5. So off to the side, I'm just going to do 2/3 times 5.5. Well, we have to rewrite 5.5 as an improper fraction if I want to handle this. So that would mean 5 whole circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whole circles and a half of another circle. And the big question is, how many halves is that? So I would chop my 5 whole circles, each one of those in half. And I can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 halves running around. So that's the same as 2/3 times 11 halves. 2 times 5 is 10, and 1 more is 11. That's another quick way to come up with the 11 halves. And then I can multiply straight across the top, straight across the bottom, and I'll get 22/6. I could simplify this, but I see right here I already have something in terms of 6, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave that because I'm going to need a common denominator eventually, is my feeling on it. So hopefully I did that right, 22/6. Okay, so then you have 5/6 minus, this became 22/6 plus 3/4. I did all my multiplication or division. Bye-bye. Now I'm going to add or subtract left to right. So I start left, start going right. I go, oh, I'm going to subtract first. Oh, yay, I already have a common denominator. So I just have to look up at my numerator parts. 5 minus 22. This is positive, that's negative. Signs are different. I'll find the difference. I'll keep what I have more of. So I have to do 22 minus 5. That's 12. Oh, no, that's a 1. That's a 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. Is that 17? Looks like 17. Found the difference. Now I have to keep what I have more of. You have 22 negatives, only 5 positives. You definitely have more negatives. And to that, we'll add 3/4. Again, if we want to be able to add these, we need a common denominator. There's lots of common denominators you can come up with between 6 and 4, but I know they both go into 12. So I'm going to choose 12. Another good reason to choose 12. If it's multiple choice and all the denominators are 12, it tells me probably 12 is a good common denominator. So I would multiply the 6 by 2 to become 12, which means I have to multiply the negative 17 by 2. I'd multiply the 4 by 3 to become 12, which means I'd have to multiply the 3 by 3. Negative 17 times 2 is negative 34/12 plus 3 times 3, that gets me 9/12. With a common denominator, I know this is always how Miss Sherman teaches back in the sign number unit. She always has to come up with a common denominator because then she says all you have to do is then focus on your numerators, my friends. Are those signs the same or are those signs different? They're different. The 34 is a negative. The 9 is a positive. Signs are different. You'll find the difference. You'll keep what you have more of. 14 minus 9, that's a 5, 25. Okay, so when you find the difference between those two numbers, you come up with 25. What do I have more of? I have more negatives. So that's a negative 25 over 12. Letter A, there you have it. Let's hope I didn't make any mistakes.